Welcome everybody back to Knowledge to Sport, episode number 125. We are back, baby. If I start clearing my throat, or if I start, just doing one of these, I am feeling a little tickle here. I'm fucking dead tired right now. I feel like I'm just gonna keel over at any minute. Sorry, my camera's just auto-focusing for some reason, but yeah, I was gonna wait till tomorrow, but the podcast's already late. It's gonna be on a Friday, probably October 4th or whatever the fuck it is today. Yeah, so it's gonna be late anyway, but I'm like, no, I don't want to wait one more day and push it back more and more. I'm like, just get it out there now, because tomorrow I might not have a voice. So I was very alarmed this morning when I woke up. I started taking a methylated B complex vitamin recently. And, I normally take my D3 and magnesium, sometimes a vitamin C if it's not summer, usually in the winter. And, the D is more important in the winter. The D is always important, if you know what I mean. But, I would always, I always supplement with those. But I've heard good results from a B complex, but the one thing they don't tell you, or nobody tells you when you have a B complex, is that it turns your fucking piss bright yellow, like neon yellow. You're basically pissing a glow stick, and this is one thing I did not hear. I did all the research. I mostly followed Gary Brecka's advice. He was talking about getting a methylated B vitamin for B12. That's methylcobalamin rather than cyanocobalamin, which is because apparently the cyanocobalamin is it's not methylated, and basically when you take it, you're taking a version of cyanide, which no, you're not taking you're taking poison technically, but you're not. It's not harmful, but it kind of does leach some of your nutrients on the way out, apparently. So it's and some people also can't. I think it's like 40% of the world or something, the population, they can't methylate those vitamins, so they can't turn cyanocobalamin into methylcobalamin. So you're better off just to take the methyl, so it's already transferred for you. But apparently it's the B2, I think it's called riboflavin. I don't know if I'm saying that right, unfortunately, I'm sorry, but yeah, I think it's a riboflavin that actually turns your piss bright yellow because it's water soluble, and it dissolves in water, and basically whatever you don't absorb, you pee. So and it makes you pee more, apparently. So this morning, I had to piss at like 5 a.m. and I'm like, that's kind of strange. Why is my pee so yellow? I drink a lot of water. This is weird. Oh well, whatever. Pee's yellow. And I was just tired and went to bed. Then I woke up. I woke up right at when I'm supposed to go to work, 7 a.m. or whatever. And I went and took another piss because I'm an old man and I pee a lot. And then I noticed it's just this neon fucking yellow. And I'm like, huh? It's like, what the fuck? So I'm already you guys know me. I'm a fucking chronic overthinker, chronic hypochondriac. I'm just Googling away. I'm like, so I move my hands up because it looks like I'm just jerking off with both hands down here, but you can see it up here. I'm just texting away. I'm like, why is my pee bright yellow? And I figured it was a vitamin because that was the only thing I took, and I took it later in the day. I should have took it in earlier, but I wanted to kind of just get it in me right away because I'm trying to figure out the things I'm deficient in. So I thought maybe that's one of the things. So I took it later in the day because I wanted to get on it as soon as possible. And I'm like, it must be that. And then, boom, top thing that shows up is I think it's riboflavin or B complex, which B complex has every B vitamin. So it has, of course, B2, the riboflavin in there. So I was thankfully, it's good. And they said it just means basically you took more than you need, or the dose is too high, but it's not harmful. You're just pissing it out. And of course, being a chronic hypochondriac, I'm gonna still talk to my doctor about it. Make sure everybody because you cannot trust everything you see online, but everybody seems to be agreeing on this that it's harmless. It's just you're essentially pissing out vitamins. That's all it is. So, all right. Anyways, so that was my morning. How was yours? Uh, so other than that, yeah, it's been a week. It's been crazy, just busy, and I feel like I still never get any sleep. I've been actually trying to exercise less this week. I've been still exercising more because I have that stupid Pikmin game on my phone. It's that Pikmin, what is it called? Pikmin Bloom. It's pretty addicting, honestly, if you're competitive, especially because Pikmin is that fucking Nintendo game. Everybody knows about it for the GameCube, and then it's all the way up to the Switch, where they released a few other ones. I think Pikmin 1 and 2 were on GameCube, and then 3 and 4 now are out for the Switch. So I don't know. I actually never played Pikmin ever. I bet it's fun, but I just downloaded this because I wanted to. I'm just over Pokemon Go and every other Niantic game like that has been canceled pretty much. There was the fucking Harry Potter one got canceled, not making enough money. So I was like, fuck that. So and then the other one was the Witcher. That was my favorite one. There was a Witcher mobile game that was about walking and going into the world and fighting monsters, and it got fucking shut down because it wasn't making enough money. And I mean, I've talked about it on here before, but that's the sad state of mobile gaming is that basically if your game, excuse me, just had to puke a little bit. If your game is not a monster for income, forget about it. It's done. Get it out of there. They don't give a shit about it. If it's making minimal revenue, they don't want it. Same thing. I talked about it before. Same thing happened to Everdale. Lots of these games that were really fun, but the main reason I fucking like them is because there was minimal microtransactions. But as it turns out, that's not a good business model. So, and again, I can't remember if it's on a docket for today, but we may get into that later. But there's just a whole thing about games now and how games are just. I mean, I've talked about it ad nauseum on here. I really have about how the gaming landscape is just stupid now, and it's all about how can you make more money and how can studios just bring in more money. It's all about microtransactions. It's all about whereas people never stop to think about just making a fucking fun game. Make your game good, and that's really all you need. And I think we talked about it last week too, with because there's the whole Pal World thing going on, Nintendo versus Pal World. It's like the reason I liked Pal World, not because it was a Pokemon ripoff per se, I liked it because it was a fun game, and there was no microtransactions in it. There was no bullshit. It was just a fucking game. You just played it. You had a great time. You could play with your friends, have a good time. But there's so many of these games now. They're just and I've been playing World of Warcraft lately too with my brother because he wanted to play the War Within, and I said, you know what? I haven't played WoW in 100 expansions. It's fine. Let's do it. And so I'm playing the new one, and I don't mind the new World of Warcraft. It's okay, but what I don't like is that and I've thought about making a video on this sometime. I probably will, when I get around to it in 2045, something like that. Uh, or 2095. Shout out to all the Electric Light Orchestra fans that got that reference. Uh, but it's just one of those things where it's everything's fast paced now. It's just like, and it's all of gaming, right? It's like, how fast can we get to you? How fast can you get to the end game content? Whereas, I still prefer classic WoW in a lot of ways. And now believe me, again, and I think this would be a good subject for a video too, is there were a lot of frustrating aspects to classic WoW. Don't get me wrong. The leveling up was a grind, but we'll get to that. That's a feature, not a bug. But it's just a lot of things. Using regens, having to have 100 regens. But what people don't understand is that the early versions of WoW, the whole point of it was to be an MMO. You had to rely on other players. it wasn't, you couldn't be a master of everything. I mean, unless you had alts that had different professions and whatnot. But they made the original game where like you had to, they purposely designed the game so that at some point during your questing, you'll have to rely on another player for some sort of a profession or a regent because you can't have everything. And it encouraged player activity and player uh, engagement, right? Like engaging with other players. Whereas now it's just the modern game has just been like bam, bam, bam. How fast can you get to level 80? Get to the end game content. You're done. That's it. And then you fucking raid things out. Everything is right at your fingertips. There's no searching for groups. There's no trying to form a group. There's no raid. It's all just find your raid group, find whatever. It's based on your gear score. Your gear score's not good enough. Go to a different fucking thing. All right, go to the lower difficulty. That's all it is. It's just fast. And like we haven't played in quite a while now, but we pretty much got to 80 in like literally a couple days of gaming it. Like we're not 80 yet because we stopped playing, but like we're a few experience bars away. And we just haven't played for a while, but like literally we leveled all that way and we got through the first zone of the new expansion and like the first half of the next zone. And we were already like max level. And to me, that's fucking boring. Like, I mean, you don't have to do that. We literally did every quest we could because that's what we are. We're completionists when it comes to that stuff. But it's all about getting to that max level and then fuck off. Do what you want. Whereas those old games, it was like it wasn't about the destination. It was about the journey. It was about having a good time along the way. Yes, leveling up was a grind, but that was the point. The point was for it to be a grind. Because once you're at level 60, yeah, you got to do your raids and all that. And that's fun. That's fine. But like, if you're somebody like me, the fun I have in those games is the journey to the end. Once I'm max level on a character, I kind of get bored. Yes, there's raiding and all that, and that is fun, but like, I think the fun part for me is more leveling up, getting to that max level. That's the funner part because you always feel like you're growing and getting more powerful. It's same with any kind of role playing game. Once you max out your power, it just kind of it gets boring, right? It's same with anything. It's just when you see progression, it's much better. So either way, I think the gaming landscape has gone down, and I'm gonna move on from this right now because I'm just rambling on right now. But either way, yeah, I'll probably end up doing some sort of a video on World of Warcraft on this channel, I'm sure, because I do have a special place in my heart for it, and I think there are good things about the new version. Like the gameplay is like awesome. The animations, the character design, the way like the way the abilities work, they've kind of simplified it but also made it more complex. It's pretty good, but either way, we'll save that for that video. Going on in the podcast here, man, does anybody else want to be a guest on Talk Tuah? No? Guys, are you there? Guys? Strebik, I know you're there. I know you're listening, you son of a bitch. And you're going to be the next guest, aren't you? You little bastard. No, I honestly, I don't blame anybody for not wanting that. This is just a personal thing. It might be a rant. It might be whatever. But, and I know I'm sure I had my own, I don't remember exactly what I said when the Hawk Tuah lady came out and all that. Yeah, I don't remember what I said. I said something on the podcast at some point, but I'm like, whatever. I think to me, it's one of those things where I think people, if they happen to get famous off something like that, it's fine. Do what you want, right? But I think everybody can agree that she's really overstayed her welcome in the limelight. And I think the problem is, and I've said this before too. I don't know if I've said it on here. I know I've talked to friends about it, but I feel like a lot of these people that are memes, right? Now, back in my day, I sound like a fucking old Abe Simpson here, but back in my day, when you were a meme, you didn't get nothing. You were fucked. You got a meme, like Bad Luck Brian. I don't know. They were mostly animals, to be honest. It's fair, but no, there was like that Irma Gerd lady and all those memes, right? That were back in the day, and those are still staple memes. They're still recognizable as like OG memes. The guy like, "Ugh." They're all OG memes, but they didn't get nothing out of it. Their face is plastered everywhere, and it might be embarrassing to them. I don't know, some of them, but that's it. Maybe they get recognized in public. I don't know, but that's it. But now it's like you do any kind of fucking thing online, any kind of viral thing, and now it's like you got a podcast and 6 fucking brand deals. It's like, what are we doing? It doesn't make sense. I don't get it. I don't understand how these people are allowed to do this. You know, if they turned, if it happened that they hit it off big and they ended up being big and they were actually interesting person and they had a good whatever, it's fine. But the Haley Welch thing for Hawk Tuah, it's like, I mean, she's hot, sure, whatever, but that's where it ends. I literally could. I said, you know what? Maybe people are bullies. You know, maybe people are bullies. I saw Bill Mayer or whatever. No, not. Yeah, Bill Mayer. Yeah, she was on a few other famous podcasts, which again they should be having her on because it's like you're feeling the fucking fire, you dumbasses. But and she just was a very generic person. She had nothing to talk about. The only thing she talked about is what happened when she got famous. I did a stupid video and it was funny for like a week. And then now it's like I'm permanently a millionaire and I'm fucking famous. It doesn't make sense. And a lot of this sounds like, you know, sad boy mad shit, right? Like, oh, Cody, you're just mad because your podcast is a piece of shit and you got 6 listeners. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm kind of jealous. I'd fucking love to have that, you piece of shit. Don't talk to me like that. Sorry, that was a trigger warning. But I mean, of course, people, you know, people want the reach of their podcast. I would love that. Don't get me wrong. But it's not that. It was a thing, right? There was the limelight, and then you just kind of faded to obscurity. And that's what should have happened. But she's really the first one. And some of them, don't get me wrong, there's a lot of them who have kind of overstayed their welcome and kept going. But like Haley is the worst because she's been going on this big fucking tour, doing things, doing live events for musicians, going on other people's podcasts. And now she has her own podcast. And it's just, I don't get it. Are guys so Kuma brained that they just, oh, she's hot. I have to make her successful. It doesn't make any fucking sense to me. I just don't get it. Again, if she was interesting, and I'm not saying I'm interesting, because, you know, I mean, to me, the stuff I talk about is interesting, because it's interesting to me. Is it interesting to the world? I don't know. You guys will have to tell. You guys got to figure that out for me. You guys got to tell me. And that'll be told by whether this is successful or not. But, you know, it's one of those things where you can put your heart and soul into things, but they might not make it, right? But it's just, it's a little silly. It's frustrating for a lot of people. And I'm not talking about myself personally, but I know a lot of people online that put a lot of fucking hard work and dedication into their craft, into their videos. And they get like thousands of views. That's it. Like maybe like 200,000 views cap. That's the cap on their highest rated video. And they're brilliant. They have brilliant shit. Like there's a couple of guys I was watching lately, like who were they? Shit. I don't know. I'll have to look them up later. Maybe I can find them on here actually. Hold on. Hold on. In my opinion. Sorry, audio listeners, you got nothing to do right now. I'm just rambling. Varigan, this guy. Yeah, because his channel is named after the paladin weapon, Varigan's fist. His name is Haslam, but his channel name is Varigan. And okay, this guy has more views than I thought, but still, he is. Let me click on his channel here. Oh, Jesus, fuck! Sorry, guys. Jump scare warning. Apparently, that scared the fuck out of me too. Holy shit! Sorry. So yeah, Varigan, for example. Like I said, this guy, he's a World of Warcraft. Well, he does a few other things too. Like looks like what is it? Elder Scrolls, whatever. He mostly does World of Warcraft videos, but he just kind of does his own thing, right? It's his own niche, but he's good at it. His editing is great. He kind of does these little subtitle things that are. You can tell it's references to games, because if you played the old Halo games, in the old Halo games, there would be like a subtitle when you entered a chapter, and he does that with his videos. He puts like the chapters as little subtitles that show up, like Halo style, and they're really well edited videos, and like I think they're amazing. And he gets like couple 100,000 views on some of them. The almost 400K on his best one. And yeah, like just average. And those aren't bad views. Don't get me wrong. Those aren't bad. Those are way fucking above mine. But the Hawk Tuah lady will upload a podcast and it's millions. Millions. And like her videos that went viral originally, millions of dollars. Millions of views. And it's just for nothing, just because she happened to go viral. And it's just, I don't know. People say it a lot, but we got to stop making dumb people famous. It doesn't make sense. But again, like if she had real talent and just got lucky like that, that'd be great. And I think she should be entitled. If people want to buy her merch and they want to get shirts that say Hawk Tuah, sure, do what you want. That's fine. But like, don't go on this whole, like, I don't know. I don't get how celebrities are like, I gotta have this girl of mine. Again, I think it's just like Kuma brain guys that see that she's hot and they're like, that sex sells, let's go. But I don't know. I've personally never understood that. I've never understood the whole. I mean, I get it. I get that she's hot, but I don't get the whole. Just because somebody's good looking, you gotta, like, guys just get, like I said, they get Kuma brained. And either way, we're going to move on from this because we got some videos to watch. It's going to be fun. And speaking of Kuma brained, we're going to watch 3 of these. They're all pretty Kuma'd, but I'll bring you guys over to the other screen for the people that are not on audio, the people that are on video, so you guys can enjoy them here. So yeah, these are on Instagram. These are all Instagram reels, but I got these 3 here that I cherry picked because I thought they were pretty funny. Oh shit! Sorry, hit the mic. See, I can feel my throat getting bad right now. I don't know, my voice is changing. It's hard to hear my voice through the headphones, but I don't know how loud these are right now, so I'll probably leave the settings alone because I don't want to fuck with them too much. But yeah, so this first one, you guys will laugh at this. This is really funny. This is the guy that got kicked for triggering her phantom sense. This kind of blew my mind because apparently it's a thing where if you're in VR chat and you happen to walk through somebody, it's considered like, in certain instances anyway, it's considered like phantom sense, like people could feel you walking through, which is just that's absolutely fucking ridiculous. Don't get me wrong, that's stupid as hell. But I don't know, let's just watch. This is funny.
It too.
You mind, please do not walk through me.
What?
Please do not walk through me.
What?
Be careful. I got yelled at too for walking through her, so be careful.
I mean, what's that a big deal?
Rainbow here has severe phantom sense, so please try to not walk through her, or you will be removed from this instance.
You serious?
Dead serious, actually. You see, I'm the co-owner of Wolf's Den, so you do not want to mess with me.
Sorry, man. I'm not trying to laugh. It just sounds a little silly.
Oh, you think it's silly, but when you have phantom sense and someone says, oh, I don't know, punch you in the face,
scared.
you're gonna fucking feel it.
Dude, are you trolling me?
No.
Yeah, then he gets kicked. Fucking hilarious. Like it. Like people online, it kind of goes back to the whole, it kind of goes back to the whole COVID thing, right? Where people were tattling on their neighbors. It's just they get obsessed with the idea of controlling people. That's what it is. They get obsessed with, oh, I get to tell you what to do. Fuck you. And it's just these stupid communities. It's like, oh, you walk through me. Like, it's in VR, guys. You didn't feel a thing. Like, shut the fuck up, you dumbasses. This next video is honestly super sad. And it's yeah. Well, we'll watch it and then we'll talk about it. It's yeah, it's sad.
I've been like leveling up, you know, in my career. Like, what's the craziest thing that's happened to you so far?
So there's this one kid, I'm not gonna mention names, he is obsessed with you. Every time I'm on the bus, he takes his phone and he goes, oh look, it's your sister. You know, and he goes like this, oh look at this. Yeah.
Are you okay?
Absolutely.
Do you care?
And they asked me, is it pink? I
not
just tell
okay.
them, pay for it and find out.
I've been like leveling up.
Oh, sorry. I almost double played there. Yikes. That's a fucking yikes. Again, lots to unpack there for audio listeners too. It's this girl talking to her brother on a podcast. I'm guessing it's her podcast. She's obviously an OnlyFans gal. I have no idea who she is. But she's talking on her podcast because, of course, everybody has to have one. I did mine before the craze, right, guys? Shut the fuck up. But yeah, she's talking to her little brother and then he's saying how his friends at school subscribe to her OnlyFans, and then she's like, "Oh, does it bug you?" And again, like to me, when I see stuff like this, I just think it's got to be fake. Like, there's no way this is fucking real. But I don't know. People are out of touch. Like, it goes back to the whole thing. Why are smart people famous? Like, I'll bet you if I looked hard enough and I found her, I'll bet you her fucking podcast is wildly successful. It's just a bunch of Kumas sitting there going, help me. I want to watch. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, not Kuma brains, but awesome people that follow me. If you are listening on audio, possibly Spotify, you may have noticed last week I uploaded the video to Spotify. Forgot to mention that. I have decided I am doing. They have the proper aspect ratio and everything. I don't really have to fuck with anything. So I could, I'm just going to be uploading the video to both. So if you are on Spotify, I mean, maybe you're in your car listening, that's fine. You can do that. I will try to be audio friendly too, because I believe in, most podcasts are audio. So I will try to be more audio friendly when I do videos. But keep in mind, there is a video version on Spotify if you are watching on there. So just a little tidbit of information. And the last one here is this entitled streamer, and this is just funny. I love this shit. I love this shit. It's more entitlement, right? It's more bullshit. So we'll watch it.
Dude, you guys have to understand and realize that I've been streaming for 6 days straight. Content the entire time. Actual planned out streams, segments, complete collabs, all this stuff. And I've only gained 7,000 subs. I'm sitting here asking you guys, from like me to you, after all the hard work I've been putting in, I'm not asking a lot. I'm asking you to just gift me 5 subs. It's $25. If you work 60 hours a week and you make minimum wage, which is $28 an hour, it's not that hard to spend 1 hour of your work to gift to me when I've been working 24 hours for 6 days straight. Like, you guys see what I'm saying? And it's making me annoyed. I'm about to end stream because I don't understand. Dude.
Yeah, I think that one's pretty self-explanatory. It's a streamer, and he's complaining that people won't gift him subs when he's been streaming for a long time. And I'm not real good at mental math, but I think for subs you generate, what is it, $5? I don't know how much Twitch takes or what he's streaming on, to be honest. But everybody do some quick mental math, like 7 times, even if it won't be the full amount, but it's like what, 10, 20, 35? Is that like 35,000 or 3,500? No, 7,000. Yeah, sorry, that took me way long. 35,000. So that's $35,000 he's getting a month from subs. So, like, what the fuck are you talking about, you dumbass? Like, and he looks like a clown with his fucking hair. I'm sorry, bro is so wrong. But and that's the problem I have here. I'm just gonna go back to podcast right now. That's the biggest problem. And people are talking about this generation, that generation. But I'm gonna be honest, guys. I just, in general, I do not like. I don't like streamer culture. I just don't. I think some of them are just so fucking entitled, and they just don't get it. They don't get it. The amount that people have to struggle out here just to make a fucking go of this life. I talked about last week how hard life is. It's fucking brutal out there. And you get these little cunts that are on the top of the world doing something they love, and they have the audacity to complain. And yeah, I get burnout. I understand that. For certain streamers, like I'll never understand that, where like, somebody like, I don't know, Moist Critical, he fucking streams every day and he's like, I'm taking a break, I just can't do this. And then everybody goes bananas. They're like, what the fuck are you taking a day off, bitch? It's like, the guy can take a break off. Or take a break up. Take a day off. He can take a break. That was a little bit of that wordplay there. People can take days off. I'll never understand that. But by the same token, I will never understand the whole, like, streamers complaining when they're already making it. If you're making over $2,000 a month from subs alone, you made it. Anything after that is just fucking brisket. Like, you're good. I know you guys thought I was going to say gravy, but I didn't. I said brisket. Something that might go with gravy. Oh, I'm so hungry now. Well, I'm not really hungry, but I'm hungry for brisket. I would eat a brisket. I don't know if my throat would like me, but either way. You're doing a podcast, buddy. Get back to it. It's just one of those things where these people are very entitled when it comes to reality. It's just like, you play video games on the internet or whatever you do. Some people don't. Some people just watch videos all day. They don't even play games. They have an easier job than playing video games. They just watch videos. Shit that you and I do on our phones. I mean, like I was doing right now on a podcast, watching some stupid reels, showing them to you guys. They do that for a living. That's what they do. And then they're like, oh, I'm not making $100,000 a month? You guys gotta support me more. Like, if I ever turn out like that, just fucking gun me down. Gun me down in the streets. Sorry, that was extreme. Don't do that. That's a little fucked. But seriously, I just don't agree with people being fucking piece of shit like that. I guess I did have one other video here. Let me just pause it quick. Oh, I did pause it quick. This was just a video from It's Insight. It's Insight, I guess is his name. Sorry, I'm just burping. Let me go back to the other cam. So, excuse me. Fuck, I'm just burping up a storm here. So the other audio listeners can see. But yeah, it's this video that says Elden Ring. It's not that hard. We're just gonna listen to it. I just agree with this guy in general, and I just think it's a good message for the gaming community in general out there.
The saddest part of the Elden Ring community is people worrying how others play the game. Yeah, it's a pretty toxic thing. Because instead of a player saying something like, I used the bow red main knight summon to zone Melania while I fought her straight up, and the community responding with something like, whoa, that's actually a really cool strat, I'm gonna try that too. It's actually met with things like, dude wants easy mode so bad, or bro couldn't get good. Like, what are we doing to each other as gamers in 2024? Are you so pretentious and narcissistic that you must perpetually put other people down to feel any kind of self-worth or accomplishment? This is a video game, a single-player RPG where players are encouraged to do whatever they want to hit the finish line. They do not need to adhere to some try-hard rules of gameplay to meet a ridiculous standard set by a bunch of regular gamers on a make-believe pedestal of success. If you want to feel special, go to the arena and play PvP. Start being nicer to your fellow gamer. It's not that hard.
Yep, exactly. Nope. That's exactly what he said there, is just be nice. The amount of times that I saw people online and they're sitting there going on their high horse like, oh, I beat it with summons. I tried beating it without summons. It's like, how about you guys just have fun in games? That's the thing. And I talked about it earlier with World of Warcraft. Games should be about fun. No, it's about micromanaging. It's about fucking money. Money, money, money. And then for the people that are top, it's about me being the best Giga Chad gamer. It's like, no, guys. You know what it's about? It's about having a fucking experience. It's having fun. Play the fucking game the way you want. I don't give a fuck if you did it armless with a hand tied behind your back. Because guess what? There's going to be a guy after you that did it with no hands. He fucking psychically controlled the controller and moved it around with his mind. And he's better than you, bitch. Like, what are you going to do about it? There's always going to, like Qui-Gon said, guys, there's always a bigger fish. So it's just, it drives me fucking bananas, guys, honestly. People piss me off. One thing I'll show you guys right here since I'm on the page. This is the guy I was talking about earlier for video listeners. It's Varigan. Yeah, check him out if you're a classic WoW fan or any of that stuff. He makes some good content. He's that's how I searched him, was best quested WoW in my opinion, because that's his top video. That was the first video. It came up randomly for me and I checked it out and I had to sub to him because like, wow, that's a fucking awesome video. And then I ended up watching like all of his videos. So definitely recommend that. Yeah, we were going to talk about the food pyramid, but we might save that for next week because we're almost running out of time here. The last thing I think I'm going to share with you guys here is I got this chat from How Do We Stream. This was a while ago. I forgot. I was just cleaning out my chat logs here. And I got this old picture here. This was when we went to a wrestling event. That's what it was. It was a wrestling event, and in Saskatoon, Saskatchewan, we had a good time. And the reason I wanted to bring it up because like, look at me, look at my face, look at this fucking fat piece of shit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm still not skinny, guys. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm still pretty fat, but like, look there. Like, look at my face. Don't look at my brother, the bearded fuck. Streblin, sorry, you're on here. Mr. Ryan, friend of the show, and I don't know who this gentleman is, but he looks like he's having a great time with wrestling. But yeah, no, I just wanted to bring up this picture because this is on, I think I uploaded it on mine as well. But this is from the How Do We Stream podcast Instagram. But yeah, I couldn't believe I was literally just looking at messages to get the videos queued up and stuff. And then I forgot he sent me this photo that we took. And I just looked at myself. I'm like, wow. Like, have I changed? I mean, the stash was fucking legendary. Let's be honest, guys. That stash should have come back. Comment down below on the podcast on YouTube or Spotify. I don't care. Anyway, you can comment on Spotify now. It's cool. But comment down below if the stash should make a return. 1 mil likes and I'll bring it back. That was in 2022, though. That was just 2 short years ago. And, you know, it just goes to show how, with a little dedication, again, I'm nowhere near my goal, nowhere near. But you could see it in my face. Like, I was huge right there. Like, it honestly, like, oh my God. I'm going to switch back to podcast camera, but like, I got, like, you guys could see, it's like, yeah, I don't know. I'm still a bigger dude, but it's just, I don't take very many pictures of myself. There's lots of videos of me, kind of sometimes, but like, I don't honestly take a lot of pictures of myself. And when I look back at pictures like that, and I see how much skinnier I am, or like how my face has changed, it's good. It means that I'm making progress. You don't see it from day to day, but you know, it's like, if you work at stuff, man, you'll get results. You just have to believe in the process. And one of the things I'm learning to do when it comes to the whole weight loss thing, and you know, it's a combination of things. It's about living longer. It's about not even living longer, just living better, getting a healthier life. You know, it's just, I'm trying to get healthier, get the vitamins in me that I need, make sure I'm supplementing my deficiencies, and just living the best full life I can. That's what I'm all about now. And the biggest thing I could tell you guys, if you're on a weight loss journey of your own, don't worry about what the scale says. That's the biggest thing I'll say. Because that photo I showed you guys, the photo you guys saw there, audio listeners, I'll describe to you. It's just a fatter version of me, but you can look at the video version if you're curious. But it's just, you know, maybe I'll post that photo with a different photo of me from this year to see the difference. But, you know, I'm not one to post inspirational posts, but it's just, it kind of hit me there when I was like looking at it, because when you look at the scale between that photo and what I am right now, the scale's only going to tell you maybe 20 pounds, maybe 15 pounds even, probably not even 20 pounds. The weight difference is probably only 15 pounds, maybe. But it's not about your weight, guys, all the time. It's about inflammation in your body. You know, I've been taking, it sounds gross, you guys, again, I'm not a doctor, but I take my vitamins, but I drink 2 tablespoons of olive oil every morning. I know that sounds gross, and it is. I don't like it. It sucks. But there are clinical studies that show that having at least 2 tablespoons of olive oil a day reduces inflammation in the body. I can't remember what the whole thing, it was the equivalent of taking like 2 or 3 ibuprofen. I think it's ibuprofen. That's the inflammation one. But yeah, but it's natural, right? It's good. It's healthy fat. So, and it's true. I think it's true. I mean, look at that. You could tell I was puffy. I was eating a shit ton of carbs, and now I'm just eating less carbs, eating things that are better for me, upping the protein, and taking vitamins, and then doing some olive oil. You know, it's not, and then also on top of that, getting regular exercise. But don't push yourself, right? Don't push yourself beyond your limit, because you got to get healthy the same way you got sick, very slowly. And this shows me that 2 years ago, huge difference. And it's a difference in everything. Not only a difference in the way I look, it's a difference in the way I feel. It's a difference in the way people perceive me as well. So you could get healthy in all kinds of ways. But again, I've said it before. I'll never be one of those people that condones people, you know, being happy when they're fat. It's not like, I mean, I'm not against it. Like, you can be happy and fat, that's fine. But like, don't say you're healthy, okay? those people that go around online spreading that bullshit that healthy at any weight, you're just lying to yourself. You are. And I know how you feel. I do. Because I'm in that boat. I'm still in that boat. But the thing is, I never accepted it. I used to accept it as like, I'm just a bigger guy and whatever. But I never said, yeah, this is healthy. Every time I looked in the mirror, I said, you're a disgusting fucking blob. Get your shit together. And I did. And I am. And I mean, guys, like a picture's worth 1,000 words. Just keep at it. When you see results like that, just keep at it. And you will get what you want. But you have to want it. You have to be focused on it. Okay. I'm going to stop rambling here. I've gone over my time a little bit here, which is fine. That's normal. I really got to soothe my throat. The sore throat's coming on full blown here. So again, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you guys are enjoying the video format. It's been super fun. I like this. I like doing it. I like the face cam. I like that we've got this kind of, it's a closeness, right? It feels more personal, the show. Now that you guys could see me, you could see what I'm interacting with, whether it be a video or an article. It just feels like more of a show. Much better than just a static image of a fucking JPEG, which is what the show was for like 123 episodes. So either way, guys, thank you as always for watching. I appreciate. Remember, links to all social media are in the description below. And I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys. Unless I'm sick, but I won't be. Bye.